cool off. I don't know. So then she called me and she was just kind of like, hey, I just reached out to Jeremy. He would love to see August. He would love to watch him. And, for me, I'm just like, I really don't want to have to do that, but it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's still his father. And that was my main point of Paris's live, that it's still his father, regardless of how I feel, regardless of what's going on, that is still August's father. So for people to or a person to switch my words around and make it seem like, oh, he's not good enough now to be a dad. That's not what I said. I let it be known because once Paris started kind of going in on Jeremy about this, that, and the third, I what did I do? I took it upon myself to say, hold on now. I don't know their business, but at the end of the day, that's still his father. That's what I said. And yeah, so that's that. And because it's funny because she made sure she got on the live to show text messages and stuff, but she didn't show the text message where I said to his father, hey, do you mind watching August for a few days while they fix something in my apartment? Um, and then of course, it was, yeah, that's fine. Um, the same day that I dropped him off, I texted him at 6:13. I said, hey, how's August? He said he's good playing with his sisters. I said, can you put him on the phone? I would like to see him. No response. I said, hello. He said, I had to step out. I'll hit you when I get back. He good though. Just talk to him. Me, I'm irritated, but at the end of the day, if it's truly about the kids, which I always have said, instead of going over there like, oh, give me my child, I'm like, you know what? He's over there with his sisters. He hasn't seen them in quite some time. I'm going to just let them be. So I said, I'd appreciate it if you say something next time. He says, say what? I said that you're leaving out so I can speak to my son before you do. He said, okay, my bad. I got you next time. Like, stop trying to make it seem like I'm the problem, like I'm so confrontational. All I said was, just let me know. Like, I'm trying to work with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always the simple fact that when I try to give somebody an inch, they want to take a mile and then turn around and be like, oh, you're doing this, that, and the third. No, baby, I'm doing the best that I can. At the end of the day, we're gonna get into Miss Keesha because she likes to forget the things that she's done and then act like I'm supposed to just be so comfortable around about her being around my child and doing the things that she does. And then she likes to act like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Regardless if you feel like you're doing anything or not, at the end of the day, it's just as simple as this. As a mother to a mother, respect my wishes when I said I don't want my child on your channel. Like, I don't care how you feel about it. I'm not telling you how to do your job, but don't tell me how to parent my child. I'm on his birth certificate. He lives with me day in and day out. I wipe his nose. I wipe his behind. I buy him his diapers and wipes. Like, come on now. I'm not telling you how to parent your daughters. I'm not telling you how to, like, what to do with them. If you want to ask Jeremy if they should be in your vlogs, that's between y'all's business. But as far as me and being his mother, you don't have that final say so to just be like, oh, well, his father said. I don't care. I don't care because at the end of the day, your version of Jeremy and my version of Jeremy is two different things. And for you to get on the internet and call me bitter, a bitter baby mama, baby, you're seeing a version of him that you get to see versus what I see. Okay? This is the same man who, when I asked him, August needs, I mean, maybe I need to put the videos back up. I don't know. But I'm telling him August needs diapers. He needs wipes. He needs shoes. He needs clothes. You're telling me to meet you at Saks? Why can't we meet at Target? Why we can't meet at Walmart? Why we can't meet at Ross, CJ? I mean, it don't matter. Why we can't meet up where we can get some stuff for our child? You want to talk about, oh, you made sure that August got something from his sisters on his birthday. Maybe I could care less about them toys. What about the everyday needs that my child needs? What about that? What are we really talking about? But anyways, so I wrote my notes on what I have to say about the whole situation. So I can just finally just let all of this out and say what I gotta say, and then I'm up out of here. So that live to me was reheated leftovers from what, over a year and a half ago? You talking about you're over this and that, but yet the only thing I kept hearing is just you can't seem to let go the fact that, first of all, it takes two. If I'm sending pictures, you don't think I'm getting pictures and videos back? If I'm talking to him a certain kind of way, you don't think I'm getting the messages back? Like, come on now, do not act special. You want to act like, oh, they just swept the man under the rug. You're part of the problem. You're part of it. You're included with it. You helped sweep him under the fucking rug. Excuse my language, Papa. But I'm fed up. I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. I had already owned up to my truth. I already owned up to the fact that I had no business dealing with this man to begin with. I already owned up to the fact that, yes, after the simple fact of us having a conversation, I still was entertaining him. I did what I felt like I needed to do to keep a father around my child. Like, what do you mean? Like, was it the best thing to do? Was it the smartest thing to do? No, it was not. At the end of the day, did I have feelings for that man? Yes, I did. But either way it goes, at the end of the day, it takes two to tango. I'm not having these conversations by myself. I'm not talking to myself. I'm not sending things to myself. I'm having a conversation. It goes two ways. A conversation goes two ways. Like, let's be real here. At the end of the day, I was not doing all of this by myself. He's not going to talk about the times where he was trying to tell me, oh, hey, let me move you closer to the city. Let me help pay for an apartment that I can get a key to and I can come. He wasn't talking about the times where he was asking me to tell him I love him and this, that, and the third. Like, let's be real here. Like I said, if it's really about the kids, I'm asking you to be a parent, to be a father. I try to get this man to come up with a schedule for when he can make time for August. I'm calling him and he's talking about he's kicking it at his homeboy house. He just put up at his homeboy house. He's talking about he's at the studio now. Like, regardless if he's working or whatever, if you got time to kick it with your homeboys, you got time to come see your kid. And at the end of the day, I don't care how you want to put it, you got time to see your kid regardless, period, point blank. There's 24 hours in the day. I know there are plenty of times where you just kicking it and you could have came and seen your child. You could have came and had your time. But at the end of the day, you want to make it seem like I'm so bitter. I'm this, I'm that. This is the same man who called me out my name on the internet. The same man who kept running around the internet talking about, oh, I'm clout chasing, I'm a liar. But yet y'all lied about, did you know about me or not? Did you call me a one-night stand or not? I don't care if it was classy, trashy. I don't care how you put it. At the end of the day, let's be real here. You never came on here and lied to nobody. Y'all never did this, this, and this. Girl, bye. This is the same woman who had no problem reaching out to a stranger to prove a point about my child being at your house. When I never said that August wasn't over there. I just said he wasn't going back over there. That's what I said. You want to talk about trolls, and I'm going to get into the troll topic real quick. But you want to talk about trolls and me listening to trolls? Baby, you haven't watched now one of my videos, because every single one of my videos, I talked highly. I didn't say any, I never called him a deadbeat. I never called you out your name. At the end of the day, I kept it simple and I kept it cute. I let it be known that, yes, the man could do more. By all means, the man could do more. If you want to take that as a deadbeat, baby, you put those own words in your mouth. I didn't say that. I said the man could do more. Every time it came to people trying to talk about you, I kept telling them, we're not going to do that over here. We're not doing that. We're not going to talk about them. I can't help what people do. The fact that you get on this platform and got the nerve to say out your mouth that I know you're a damn good mother, baby, I don't know what kind of mother you are. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I don't know you for real, just like you don't know me for real. You know a version of me from him, but you don't know me for real. I don't know what type of person you truly, truly are, but from what you have shown me and what I've seen, baby, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Now back onto my little notes here. But yeah, like I was saying, all that bitter, listen, you see a version of him that you see, and I see a version that I see. And that's just that. And we're going to leave it at that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, there's been plenty of times where I try to come up with a schedule. I try to create consistency for my child. I try to come up with some type of plan where we can get on one accord. And every time I try to do so, it's, oh, I'm busy, or I got this to do, or this came up, or no communication at all. But then the moment you feel like you want to communicate and I choose that I want to move forward with me and my son's life and keep going on with our day-to-day, and it doesn't seem to fit you in like the way you want it to be fit in, now I'm bitter. Now I'm keeping him from his son. No, baby, you chose to stay away from your child. You chose. clout and money hungry. I'm so clout and money hungry. So why is it that when every time your people get on the internet and talk and talk and talk, I don't say nothing, but I'm so clout and money hungry, baby. If I was so clout and money hungry, I would be on the internet every day, popping my every day, running the bag up. I'd be running it up. But I'm so money hungry. I'm so clout hungry. Right. Cool. I'm so clout and money hungry, but when I could have went on my own live, I went to Paris's live because we were already on the phone and she said, I'm about to get on live. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go ahead and just say what I got to say real quick. Because like I said, it's about the message. It's not about, oh, I'm finna go in here and make sure I run this bag up. It's not, I don't care about that. Like, when are you going to understand that? It's not about that. Like, at the end of the day, for me, it's more so about the message. And like I said, the main message for Paris's live that day was that August should be fine to go with his father, period, point blank. That man is capable of taking care of his child. There's nothing wrong with that man. He is not handicapped. He is not mentally slow. At the end of the day, he may not make the best decisions, but that man is very much so capable of taking care of his child. And that's who I put my child with, not with anybody else, but with his father. Now, what he chose to do after the case, shame on him. Shame on him. But I can't do anything but play my part and try to make sure that I'm doing the best that I can. And I can't be everywhere at once. Like I said, if it's really about the kids, then let it be about the kids. And which is why after he let me know, you okay, Papa? You okay? Yeah. After he let me know that he left the house, I didn't say, you know what, I'm coming to get my child right now. I said, okay, well, can you just let me know the next time you're about to leave out the house? Because it seems like every time I'm trying to call or check on my child, you're magically not home. So communicate with me. Be a parent. Let me know what's going on. Now on to the topic of the trolls. It's funny how people who don't choose to support you anymore are referred to as trolls. It's funny as to how people who you have called on the phone and confided for in hours to speak about me, call me out my name, talk your smack and quote unquote tell your truth. Now they're trolls. Girl, you know good and damn well what Paris' name is. Like, come on now. You had no problem calling her up and trying to tell her your side of the story to try to get her to tell it on her platform. Like, but now she's a troll. Okay, cool. Like I said, me and Paris don't sit around and talk about this girl. Like, there's no need to. We talk about everything else. If it has anything to do with me, she's gonna bring it to my attention because she knows I don't be on the internet like that. I'm not on here trying to see, oh, what did such and such say about me this time? Like I said, if I really cared that much, every time one of your people got on camera and had something to say about me, I would be, oh no, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, but this is, but that's not. Oh, I got something to say about. I don't care. You got a reaction out of me off of my child, not about what you said about me or what you did to me, but off of my child. That's it. That's why you got a reaction out of me. It has nothing to do with I'm listening to trolls. Like, what are you talking about? They tell me something about you every day. But at the end of the day, just because they don't support you, now all of a sudden they're trolls and they're this and they're that. And I'm listening, I let them get in my head. Like, at the end of the day, how about you pick up the phone and watch the videos that I said? Because I haven't said anything about y'all that it was negative. I kept everything positive. I kept everything to the point where it's like, if it's something negative, we don't want it over here. We're good. We're done with that. Like, stop. Then you making your comments about, oh, I'm twerking while he's working. Baby, you don't know how I get paid. At the end of the day, when you see my face on a flyer, that means I'm getting paid to host. Therefore, mind your business. Regardless if I want to shake my ass wherever, however, I'm making money. How I make my money. You choose to make money how you choose to make your money, and I do mine. Like, don't sit here and try to tell me what I'm doing with my time, and I'm choosing the clubs over my child. Like, what are you saying? Because we could say that your person over there chooses the streets over their child. Like, stop playing with me. Like, we could really go there. Like, it's tiring. And at this point, it's just like, how much more are we gonna drag this out? Like, really though, how much more are we really gonna drag this out? Like, you're not tired of talking about this at all? Not yet? Like, this is the same woman who claims that I got praised when all I did was come out and I owned my truth. I didn't try to sugarcoat nothing. I didn't try to act like, oh, I'm too good for this. I didn't try to act like nothing. I simply said what I said, and I owned up to everything I had to do that had to do with this whole situation and how my son came about it. I did what I said I was going to do. I said I was not going to get on the internet and bring my business into this unless it fed my child. Because guess what? Y'all fed y'all children with my information and with my business and bringing me into this foolishness. So why I can't do the same thing? Why I can't tell my side and feed my kid off of my pain just like you did with yours? It don't make no sense. Like, I kept it a buck from the beginning. I didn't try to act like, no, I didn't do that. That's not me. No, you got the wrong person. No, it is me. I'm here. I'm she. I did it, and I'm sorry I did it. My son is here, and we're going to move forward, and we're going to keep pushing. That's what I did. That's what I said. But you love to make sure that I get called a side chick and I get called a this and that, a bitter baby mama. Like, it makes you so happy. And I just don't get that. Like, I really don't. Then you talk about I let people go with the narrative that you're a bad mom and you do this. And those are the same people who watched you over the years who have made their comments. I haven't said nothing about you. Like, at the end of the day, I have not said nothing about you. Like, this is the same person who, instead of saying, hey, sir, we have kids on the way, you need to stick by me or you need to get gone, you told him he has a green card and you let him do what he do, and then you get mad that something actually happened. Like, at the end of the day, this is the same person that we're talking about, that you could forgive him, but you can't forgive me. But yet, at the same time, he had no problem double backing, because did we not forget? August was not my first pregnancy. But it's all about the fact that it's about the kids, though, right? It's about the kids. But you love bringing up certain information without telling the whole story. Right? And that's why I don't bother really getting on here like that, because it's just like, I feel like if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole story, baby. Don't leave bits and pieces. Don't try to act like, oh, this, that, and the third. Don't try to act like you really giving them the truth and really, like, doing something. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, it takes two to tango. It takes two to create a baby. It takes two to just do a lot of the stuff that happened. But now I'm left by myself, and yet I'm the one who's being called a bitter baby mama, because now you want to wake up and act like you're so grateful for your family and what you have over there. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Be grateful for your son as well. I'm not asking you to be with me. I never asked you to be with me. I never asked you to pay my bills or do this and the third. I asked you to be a father to your child. I asked you to get things for your child, his everyday needs. I should not be the only one. My family should not be the only side that's doing things. And then you have the nerve to bring up me being at Mama Pastel house and act like, oh, I'm throwing it in your face. Baby, that's her house. That's her house. If she tells me to go in a room and go make myself comfortable, that's exactly what I'm going to do. It's her house. Like, and it was a full house, because the kind woman she is, she's taking in everybody that she can take in and help out where she can help out. She puts herself aside so that she can help out her family. And I respect that so much, because she didn't have to take us in. And I only was over there just like how you got surgery. So did I, sweetie. So I needed help. I don't have any family down here. I don't have anybody who can help me out besides my sister. And my sister cannot always be there 24/7. So at the end of the day, I'm going to go where I have other family, which would be August's family. Like, at the end of the day, you can't erase me out of it. Regardless of how you feel about it, you cannot tell me, oh, I can't be around Jeremy's family just because it doesn't sit well with you. You try to tell me what I can and cannot call her. I can't call her mom. At the end of the day, girl, that's not your mother to tell me what to call her. Like, are you serious right now? Like, bro, it's so much that I could say, but I really be keeping it cute. And I feel like there might be an issue for me, but at the same time, I just feel like I said, at the end of the day, our kids still gotta grow up. They still gotta see this foolishness. They're gonna be hella embarrassed. I'm embarrassed for them. And I'd rather not. I'd rather not. Because like I said, if I'm going to tell the story, I'm going to tell the whole story. I'm not leaving out no bits and pieces to make you feel better or try to make myself look good. I'm claiming everything that I've done as well. Like, as always. But yeah, that really got me right there, y'all. That whole I'm throwing it in her face to be in Jeremy's room, the same room they were just in. Baby girl, you act that's like, I'm not trying to call Mama Pasta house a hotel, but that's like, if we gonna put in reference to something, that's like, oh, you're at the same hotel I was just at. Girl, go on somewhere. What does that have to do with anything? What you doing? What you doing? But yeah, I'm being praised for being a side chick. No one's praising me for being a side chick. Like I said, I came on here, I owned up to everything that I had to own up to that had to do with me, and I kept it moving. Like, I kept it moving. I literally said my piece. I didn't drag it out. When people was actually mad at me because I wasn't trying to tell my piece after I already told them that I'm gonna go ahead and say what I gotta say. Why are you pushing me? That's mean. Be nice to mommy. Be nice to mommy. Be nice. Yeah. No. Be nice. Be nice. But yeah, it's not about being praised. Like, and that's to me, that's how I feel like, your perspective is not as genuine as you claim it to be, because I would never say like, oh, she's being praised over there for staying with him, oh, she's being praised over there for this and the third. You made a hard decision, you went through a hard decision, and you did what you felt like was best for you and your family, just like how I move with mine. I do and feel, and I move what I feel like is according to what's necessary for my household and me and my son. Nothing more, nothing less. It is what it is. This is the same woman who had no problem going on the internet crying about how Ashley's winning and I'm over here losing. Baby, I said from the get-go, this is a lose-lose situation. Ain't nobody winning. Nobody is winning. I said that. I said that. But you had no problem going to people's lives and podcasts, and you claim you didn't call me side chicks and this and the third, but you did. You did. You had no problem. I still have the clip that somebody sent me where they log into this one profile that was talking all this smack about I'm a stripper hoe, I'm this and I'm that, and it comes up to, it looks like your email address, but we forgot about that, right? Okay. I haven't forgot about the simple fact that you contacted my ex-girlfriend and you were trying to play bits and pieces of it for people to hear, like, knowing that that was ill intent. You were supposed to be going to talk to her about what was going on between me and Jeremy, but that had nothing to do with that. So you went to another hurt person who was giving you a bunch of BS to just give you anything, and you felt like you need to hold on to that, but yet it's all about the kids. It's all about the kids. Yep. This is the same person who felt like it was okay to confine in a stranger to talk about my mental state when I was pregnant, and then try to involve yourself into it like you always do. You overly involve yourself in everything, and then get mad when your involvement is not necessary, like, at all. This is the same woman who blamed all of this on postpartum. Like, I wasn't going through postpartum too. Like, what do you mean? At the end of the day, if it's really about the kids, then let it be about the kids. And which I've been trying to do that from day one. But it's really hard to be able to be about the kids and let August be around his sisters when it's a woman like you who is raising them. Like, at the end of the day, the situation sucks all the way around. But let's be frank here. You have not done, you try to make it seem like you've always been the bigger person. You've always tried to just put aside how you feel. No, every chance you get, regardless if you're putting some of the way you feel aside, you still have let it be known in many different ways that you don't like me, that for the reason of fact that me and Jeremy have a child together. Like, it is what it is, sweets. But you've done your dirt. You've done everything that you've done. And maybe I need to put the video back up. Like, I took it down because unlike you and your fake ass apologies, I actually was really trying to be about the kids. Like, I really was trying to be about the kids and moving forward. Like, Then you got the nerve to talk about, I told you that me and my family watched you and they told you that you seem like a good person. Girl, you're a liar. Nobody watched you. Like nobody said it was just like, oh, like at the end of the day, my family said they just wanted to see what Jeremy looked like because like it was all news to them. At the end of the day, like I said, I went from being in a whole full blown relationship with a female to telling my family I'm pregnant. So it's just like, well, who's the father? What does he look like? What's going on? That was maybe the most of a view you got. But other than that, baby, nobody was checking for you. Nobody was checking for you. I feel like by all means, everybody should speak on themselves as if they're somebody. Yes, because everybody is somebody. I'm somebody. You're somebody. He's somebody. But don't act like you're up here and everybody's down here, because that's how you love to act. You love to act like, oh, I work so hard. Okay, and I work hard too. Just because I didn't want to come and make my life about the internet, you choose to do that, but I don't have to do that. At the end of the day, I work hard too in my own way with what I got going on behind the scenes and other things that I do. You sitting there trying to make it seem like I'm a clout chaser, I'm a bitter baby, like it's all getting really old. It's really getting old. Because at the end of the day, after the fact of once I said what I had to say and I kept it pushing, I didn't mention you yet. I'm still getting the same views that I was getting before. And after I spoke about you, like I still get the same participation. At the end of the day, it don't have nothing to do with you, baby. Like you're gonna have to let that storyline go. You're gonna have to let it go. Please. Please. You constantly want to involve yourself and make it seem like I have to contact you and converse with you. I don't have to do that. I laid down and had a child with August's father. That is who I speak with, and that's that. It is what it is. You don't have to like it, but it's not up to you to like, sweetie. It's not. It's not. Once I get on the right page with his father, then we could see about some type of communication or whatever. But as of right now, how the hell am I going to communicate with you and I can't even communicate with his father? That makes no sense. Regardless if August is in your care or not, you would still have to communicate with Jeremy before you communicate with me to let me know what's going on in the household. So therefore, what is the point? You want to involve yourself once again and do all this extra when it has nothing to do with you. You chose to do YouTube. You chose to take him back. Then focus on that, baby. But don't try to tell me how to run my life, how to raise my child, or what to do with him. And that's just how I feel. At the end of the day, that's how I feel, and that's my perspective. That's how I'm going about it. You don't have to agree with everything that I do, everything that I say. I don't care. I do not care. It's not meant for you to like or agree with what I'm doing or saying. You do you your way, and I'm gonna do me my way, and that's just that. Like that's that. So now that you've reheated your leftovers, I hope that you ate that up because baby, you didn't eat me. Ain't nothing got ate, baby. I already said all of that. I said all of that. Like you have to speak on me and down talk me, but I don't have to do that with you. Like I said, I was quiet. It was months and months and months where people are coming at me. Yeah, Keisha's on somebody's live right now calling you a side chick. She's on somebody's podcast right now calling you this. Oh, Keisha's talking to her makeup artist, venting to her about the situation. Oh, Keisha said, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I don't care. I do not care. Oh, Keisha's trying to play the conversation between her and your ex. Oh, Keisha's trying to do this, and I don't care, bro. I didn't care. I don't care now. I don't care then. I'm not gonna care. You got a reaction out of me because you talked about this one. You showed this one. You're doing something with this one. That's when you get a reaction out of me. I do not play about mine. I do not play about mine. Because like I said, this is the same woman who had no problem doing everything that you did behind the scenes while my son was in your care or while he was young. Very, very young. I'm talking about a few months old young. But you had no problem doing all that extra and talking about my mental state and trying to just make sure that you get your side across. Didn't care about how it was affecting us or anything. Doesn't matter. It didn't matter to you. Now all of a sudden you want to act like you're just so, oh, I've been there. I've been trying to be, no, 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 no. So all of that, it ends today. You said what you had to say. Cool. I'm happy for you. I'm glad you finally got it off your chest, baby, because I know you've been itching. You've been itching to say something. I know you have. But now, baby, it's time to go ahead and let that go. It's time to let it go for real. Because I have been making sure that I have been doing my part with taking care of my child. You speaking on me acting like you know that I just be dropping my child off anywhere. That's not the case of it. At the end of the day, my child is with family members at all times. With my sister, and if she's working, then with like other close friends that I have, their parents are watching. But other than that, I'm not just dropping my kid off to go have fun and go party. You know how many times that I've skipped out on a bag because the few people I trust to watch my child are not available? Like, stop playing with me. You do not know my life. You do not know me. You do not know what I have going on. Mind your business because I mind mine. And that's just that. But that's pretty much all that I really had to say. Like I said, I really, 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 really hope that this is the last chapter. Like I really do. I really do. Because it's like how much more are we gonna drag this out? August is 19 months old. All of this happened when August was 4 months. How much more are we going to keep going through this? Like at the end of the day, the babies are here. They're here. It is what it is. Like keep dragging it out for what? Like for what? So now, like I said, that you've gotten what you had to say off your chest, let's please move forward. Please. Because it's very much old. Like it's sad. It's very sad. Then you had the nerve to talk about I took the money and ran. Baby, like I said, I didn't even want to come on here to begin with. I didn't care to broadcast my life and everything else. But at the end of the day, it was shown to me, the message that I got from everything was just simply as there are other women who have gone through the same thing that may not be on the platforms that everybody else can be on, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all that. They may not be on those platforms, but this is still a real everyday situation that people go through all the time. So for me to share my story and help somebody else get through theirs, then that means I did my job. I did my part. That's it. That's all. I kept going because once again, like I said, Hazel's mom asked me to keep going because that's how I pay her back. I'm gonna keep going. I'm showing that at the end of the day, you could go through some tough stuff, but that doesn't have to define you. And I've said that numerous times. Boom. But we're not gonna keep dragging this out. Like I'm not trying to be defined by this situation. I do not care for this to keep going back and forth. Like it's done with. It's over with. Stop trying to reheat up old food and let it go, babe. Put it down in the garbage disposal. Let it go. Throw it away. Please. Like it don't do nothing. It doesn't serve any positive anything. Like I kept going, not off the strength of, oh, I'm gonna get paid. Oh, I'm getting money off of these people. Every time someone offers money or offers to come drive out their way to come to Atlanta to come watch August, do you hear me say, yeah, come, I need you so bad. Do you hear me? Do you see my Cash App anywhere? Like, bro, every time I get on here, I come straight to y'all and boom, it is what it is. Like I give y'all me. That's it. Like I'm not looking for a handout. I'm not looking for people to pay for this and that. Like I appreciate all of the people who support us, but it's this narrative of that I'm such a clout chaser and I'm a bitter baby mama and this, that, and the third, baby. Let it go. Let it go. Like, let it go. Is there anything else you want to say? Hmm. You want to say hi? You see him? That's a weak hi. That's a weak hi. You don't want to say hi? Boo. Boo. But yeah, I know, I see the people who are putting it in the thread, that they know I'm not bitter, and I know the people who genuinely truly support me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know that. Like at the end of the day, I know who my day ones are, who know that, who've been since the beginning, that every time it came down to talking bad about these people, I didn't do it. But when they got the chance to do it, they shooting me down, they hit me with this, that, and the third. Like I everybody knows. Like the people who really do know, they know. And I just had to say this last piece so that we could finally just really close this chapter, really keep it moving, because it's to the point where my family members and friends are like, how are we still on this topic? How are we still doing this? Um, so moving forward, I want to vlog and stuff, but for me, it was fun at first, getting into it and sitting down in front of the computer and editing and all that. But for me, I'm gonna have to take a step back from that. I'm gonna try to do a few vlogs though, try to still get some vlogs in. Excuse me, but for me, um, getting on live is a little bit easier. So I have a few ideas that I feel like you guys will like. I'm not gonna tell y'all what it is. Y'all gonna have to just stay tuned and see what's going on. But yeah, I got a few ideas up my sleeve. Still locking in with some people with certain things, but I definitely have y'all on my mind. I really tried to wait as long as I could before I could really come out and come on the live, but it just got to a point where it's just like I'm ready to leave this where it's at so I can come on here and do the new stuff that I want to do and show y'all some new things. Like I'm tired of feeling like people have their 2 cents about, oh, I'm running and hiding, or I'm avoiding the situation. At the end of the day, I move how I want to move. I move on my own time. I do what I feel like is necessary for me and myself, because my mental, like I'm the one who's getting, the messages and stuff, even though it's not always bad messages. There are definitely messages where people are showing a lot of love and a lot of support, and that's what keeps me going. That's what kept me going, was just a simple fact of, like I said, I was strong enough to share my story of something that I went through and own it, and it allowed other people to get through their story and own it. So that, I feel like my job was done after that, so for me, I appreciate where people are coming and telling me, please come back on to YouTube. We miss you. So I try to take into consideration of different ways that I could do it without stressing myself out, for one, and just trying to make sure that I still check in with y'all, because I don't want y'all to feel like y'all support has gone unnoticed. I'm not appreciative, because it took us a long time to get here. But for sure, you guys, I've talked to a few different people, including Paris, where I've shared some of my ideas. She said that she likes it, and we just gonna kind of see where it goes from there. And we just gonna keep going. Like, I want positive energy around me and mine. I want to feel good. I want to make other people feel good. And I feel like that's my purpose. All this drama back and forth and stuff, and getting stressed out and screaming at the computer and talking loud, it's annoying. It's annoying. So I appreciate every single one of y'all who's been here since day one, even the newcomers who, had to see for themselves what's going on. But y'all, it's been a long time coming, and I'm ready to close this damn book. It went from a pamphlet to a book, like real quick. I'm like, how many? I don't know how many chapters this is, but I'm over it. I'm over it. Mhm. Mhm. You gonna tell them bye bye? Bye. That's all I get. You ain't gonna blow no kiss or nothing. 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 Okay. Well, my plan was really to try to get this done while he was taking his nap. But now that he's up, I said my piece. I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't care if people have their response videos and have something to say. I don't care. At the end of the day, I said my piece. I've already owned up, did my thing. Like I said, I might just put them videos back up because apparently some people need some reminders of what's going on here. But I've been keeping it cute. I've been, being true to myself. I've been trying to, like I said, be mindful for the sake of our children. But it gets to a point where enough is enough. Like enough is enough. You want to sit on here and brag about how, yeah, you should want me to vlog. You should want me to vlog, baby. First of all, you're an actress. Second of all, you're editing the video, so you get to pick and choose what people actually are seeing. There's no way in hell I'm gonna see actually what y'all are really doing. Third of all, you want to talk about how okay, nose, my mouth, right, my mouth. You want to get on here and talk about how you made sure to share hot chocolate with August, but how about you ask me, do I even give my child hot chocolate? Like, how about you ask me, what do I feed my child? What I don't feed him? What I do give him? What I don't give him? Like you to me, it just be like, as long as it looks good for y'all, that's what you care about. That's all. That's all that the girl care about. But for me, I live in a real world where you communicate with the mother, the person who carried the baby for 9 months, the person who actually wipes the baby nose and take them to the doctor, and the one who feeds and dresses the baby, washes the baby, like all that, nurtures the baby, like all of that. It doesn't make sense to me. The stuff that you choose to pick and choose to talk about and bring detail to. But regardless of all that, like I said, we gonna finally just move on, y'all. Finally move on and keep it pushing. And I hope to see y'all soon. I will definitely I know the holidays are coming up. We're trying to figure out if we're gonna stay down here or if we're gonna go up to Chicago. It's chilly up there though, ain't it? But yeah, I will definitely let y'all know about a wish list for August for Christmas. Why you want to kick my notebook? You tired of it too, huh? But yeah, I think that we might go up to Chicago for Christmas and Thanksgiving. Really, I'm like, my mom is at the point, y'all, where she's just ready for me to just pack everything up and just go and just be around family. Like that's how draining all of this is. It's just like we just can't be great. We just can't be great.